don't like him at all. I hate him. I know hate's a strong word, but I hate him. And so he was like being disrespectful while people were like trying to talk through, like we're doing scenes and people were doing them, and he kept on talking to Jacob, which lives
down the street. Right.
And so him and Jacob are friends, so they're talking a bunch. And I guess he has like some sort of disorder or something because he's always repeating something.
Jacob?
No.
Or the other kid?
The other kid.
Okay.
Ethan. And like he's always hyper and he's really annoying. Well, so I'm like really mad at him because he's being disrespectful, and Mr. Lillard has told them to stop talking multiple times and they haven't stopped. And if I was the teacher, I would yell at them.
Sure.
Because, yeah. So, it's bathroom break, and so I'm mad. And so, I'm mad and I'm joking, and I kicked him. And so he turns to me, he's like, "Why are you kicking me?" I was like, "I don't know." And so I kick him again, and he's like, "Stop." And so I kick him one more time, and he's like, "Stop." And so then I stop, and then, like, they were making fun of me.
Who was making fun of you? Who was?
Ethan.
Well, you said they, so who's they?
Jacob and Ethan.
Okay.
And so Ethan started making fun of me because I had a flip phone. Because Jacob told him that I had a flip phone.
Okay.
And so I was getting mad and I kept on telling him to stop. And so there's a girl that I know that like we talk a bunch. And so she's like, "Ethan, stop." And he wouldn't stop. He kept on saying, you're stupid, you have a flip phone, blah, blah. And so I get really mad and I'm like, "Stop." And so I take his arm and I'm trying to like twist it back, but obviously I can't do that. So I get really mad and he won't stop saying it, and I keep on telling him to stop. So I smack him on the head because I'm freaking mad. And I'm mad because you got me a flip phone because you don't let me have a flip phone. Or you want me to have an actual phone because, like, you got me a flip phone and that means you care for me because you got me a phone when I've asked for a phone, but you didn't give me an actual phone. So you got me a flip phone to, like, keep me limited on stuff. Like,
yes.
I don't know how to say it, but...
Yes, okay.
And so I was getting mad because that was a present from you. And so he was making fun of me for that, and I get really mad and I start tearing up like this. And so he's like, "Oh yeah, go ahead and cry." And I get really mad and I start off back to the classroom and start crying.
And what happened after that?
I take a couple of deep breaths and all that. And I'm like trying to like redeem myself, and I go back out because I want to see Bella. Bella wasn't with me at the time because she was in front of the line because we were in the hallway waiting for another class to go back to their class after the bathroom. And so I go to the restroom and I'm waiting for Bella and I'm trying not to cry. So she goes out and I just go and hug her and start crying. So she's freaking out. She's like, "What's wrong?" And so I told her, and I was just kind of mad because he was making fun of me. And so Kaylee walks in, a girl, and so she's like, "Wait, Leighton, what's wrong?" I'm like, "It's nothing." And so I'm just crying. She's like, "Do you want me to get Miss Lurch?" I'm like, "Yeah." So Mr. Lynch comes in and she asked me what's wrong, and I told her what happened, and I told her it was kind of my fault because I started it. And so Miss Ehrlich gets the class out, and then she lets me go in, but I don't go into the class because she told me to stay in the hallway.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I'm going to call Miss Y so you can talk to her.
Okay, that's
but
good.
Miss Wise never came.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how long were you in the hallway?
For a while.
By yourself?
Well, everyone got like assigned these seats, and so people started getting into the hallway, and then like so she assigns me a part or scene, and so she puts me in a group because Miss Wise wouldn't come, and so then the bell rings to go home, and so I was just like really mad.
So, and that was it? So Mrs. Weiss never showed up, and Mrs. Zerlich never said anything else to you about it?
Oh, but when we were walking out of the classroom, Miss Zerlich said, she's like, you can, Melissa's home.
Yeah.
She said that you can walk, or she said you can talk to Mr. Stuck tomorrow.
Okay. So did Mrs. Zerlich talk to Ethan?
I don't know.
Okay, so
I was in the hallway the whole time.
Okay. All right. So who's Mr. Scott?
Stock.
Oh, Stock. Because Mr. Scott's from like Star Trek. So Mr. Stock? Okay.
He's like the school counselor.
Okay.
I guess. I don't really know.
Okay. So go back to the beginning. In the beginning, Ethan was making fun of Jacob, or
no,
Jacob was
was talking to Jacob the whole time. Students were trying to do something.
Okay, so he's being disruptive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he kept on talking, and he kept on being annoying.
Okay, and this is in class.
Yes.
Okay, what did the teacher do about this?
She told him and Jacob to stop talking, but they never stopped.
And so she told them to stop talking, but they didn't stop, and they kept on doing it. So what did she do while they kept on doing it, being disruptive?
Nothing.
So that they
I thought was stupid.
Right. So they continue to be disruptive in the classroom. So okay. So then what happened after that? You were saying something to them, stop or whatever, or?
I was mad, and so I kicked him.
Okay. So when you kicked him, were you standing up and kicked him, or you're in your desk? Did the teacher?
We were in the hallway.
You're in the hallway. This is not the classroom. Okay.
We were for a bathroom break.
Okay, so you're in line at the hallway. He's being disruptive. They're being disruptive. She says stop.
No, that was in the classroom.
Okay,
and then we go out to the restroom.
Okay, so they were disruptive in the classroom. She says stop being disruptive. They ignore her and continue to be disruptive. You guys then make your way out to the hallway to take a bathroom break, and they're still being disruptive. And did she not see them being disruptive in the hallway?
They weren't being disruptive in the hallway.
Oh, they weren't.
Everyone was talking in the hallway.
Oh, okay. So everyone's okay. So what made you think that kicking him was a good idea?
I don't know.
I mean,
I know it was stupid. I know.
Sure. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand why, like, if the child is being disruptive and annoying to you, I always told you, your brother or sister, go to the teacher first. Always go to the teacher first. And then if they don't know anything about it, then you go to the principal. Just go straight to the freaking chain of command. And if they don't know anything about it, then you take matters in your own hands. But you seem to immediately, get physical. I don't understand why you chose to do that. And you kicked him 3 times. When you kicked him, what was his reaction? Like, was he hurt by it? Was he bothered by it? Did he think it was just funny and laughed it off?
No, he was just standing there staring at me and saying stop.
Okay, so he said stop to you while you're kicking him. Okay, so when that whole kicking thing, him saying stop thing finally stopped, what made it stop? Them going to the bathroom? You going to the bathroom?
No, I never went to the bathroom. I just stopped.
Okay, you just stopped. Okay. So then, at what point did they start making fun of you because of your phone?
Like right after that.
Okay, so was it Jacob that started that, or was it Ethan that started that?
Ethan.
Okay.
And then I started playing with my necklace because I was getting mad at them, and so I was just
Yeah, getting fidgety.
with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Jacob saw me. He was like, "Hey, you have a flip like, like making fun of me."
Okay.
I didn't like it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you understanding or not liking them making fun of you. However, though, you were kicking him, and he was saying stop. Now, why the teacher didn't immediately make the kids get away or stop or whatever?
Because like we're all huddled up in the hallway. We're not really in a line. We're all huddled up in this hallway thing.
Yeah.
And she's in front of it.
Okay.
So
she probably didn't. So she didn't see what was going on then. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, it sucks that they're annoying you, and it sucks that you weren't able to handle that and cope with that in a more mature, responsible way. Um, the way you handled it was by kicking the kid, and that wasn't cool. Shouldn't have done that. You should have went to the teacher anyway. Be that person. Go to the teacher and make a big deal out of somebody being annoying. That's how things happen. You be the squeaky wheel. Because you kicking the kid, all it's going to do is tomorrow they're gonna taunt you some more, or at some point in time they're going to taunt you some more, and they're going to make fun of you because you're flip phone. Now you know about the flip phone, and you know why you got a flip phone. You need to be strong enough and have the courage to say, "Look, my dad loves me very much. He loves me so much. He gave me a flip phone because he cares about me, and he doesn't want me to be engaged on my phone all the time. That's how much my dad cares about me. What kind of phones you guys have? Go that route." Wow, maybe your parents don't care about you the way my dad cares about me.
But he kept on repeating it.
Right.
He was like, "You have to flip me, you have to flip me."
Okay, but see, again,
really
again, that's where you go to the teacher. Say, "Hey, these kids are making fun of me and my phone. I don't like it. My dad got me a flip phone because he doesn't want me on the screen all the time. He's that kind of dad. And I love my dad very much. So when they're making fun of my flip phone, they're making fun of my dad, and I don't like it." That's what exactly. I know.
That's what made me cry.
I know. I can tell. So, but you need to learn how to have the courage to speak up. It's like with your mom. Have the courage. Don't put up with people's crap. Don't put up with her crap. Be strong enough and have the guts to be courageous to say, "Hey, stop." Defend yourself verbally, but with facts.
But it's hard for me to talk to someone that's making me mad without making me cry.
Right, I know, but that's why you do it anyway. It's practice. Because trust me, as you get older, more adults, especially in your age group and in your lifetime, humans are going to get worse. It's a fact. Look at from the past to the present. Humans aren't getting better. We're getting meaner. We're getting less manners, and there's no accountability. I'm raising my kids not to be that way. So you need to step up and be strong. And just remember the scene in Batman Begins when he's in the very beginning when Christian Bale is fighting the guys. He's not in his mask. He's in the prison thing, and he keeps on getting up and taking a beating. And he says, "You guys are practice." That's a very cool line, and that's very appropriate for all of us. Every event in life is a practice for our next event down the road. So these kids picking on you, it's practice for you to learn how to handle it. And you're going to mess up, and it's okay because you guys are kids. In 2 months, people are going to forget you had a flip phone because it'd be spring break or summer break. My point is, kids forget crap. Heck, nowadays adults forget crap. What was pertinent and important 3 years ago, people have already forgotten. Anyway, my point is, it's practice. Learn how to handle people without letting your emotions control you. You control them. And again, it's practice. So say something to those kids. Say something to the teacher. Learn how to speak up. Say, "Hey, don't make fun of my phone. My dad got me this phone. My dad got me this phone because he doesn't want me to have a smartphone because kids are on smartphones too much and they're addicted to them. And my dad is aware of that and he loves me enough not to get me one of those things. So you're making fun of my dad. I don't like it. Stop it." Be that strong. The more you talk out loud, the more you write your stuff out like I've been telling you to do, like in a journal, the better you'll be equipped to handle bad human beings in the future. Okay? Now, I don't like the fact that you kicked the kid. That's not cool. I understand that you're emotional, you're retaliating, and you're a child. Kids do that kind of stuff. But I'm trying to teach you to be wise. Going to Mrs. Wise, no pun intended. You that's what you should have done. You should have went to the teacher. If she couldn't do anything, then beeline it. Then okay. During that,
got her for me.
okay. So when you were crying, that's when she put you to the side to talk to Mr. Stock, right?
No, she went to her classroom to call Miss Wise to see if she was still
Oh,
there.
okay.
She was gonna call Mr. Stock, but I don't think he was in the building.
Gotcha.
And so she talked to Miss Wise.
And she was supposed to come, and she never showed up.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm sorry that your feelings are hurt, and I'm sorry the kids were picking on you. I don't like the fact that you were kicking the kid. That's not cool. I mean, if the kid was punching on you, yeah, wail back on him, no doubt about it. But for them to be verbally abusive to you, that doesn't warrant a physical attack. So let this be a lesson on how to handle things. And I love you very much. You know that. And I'm sorry that you had a rotten time at drama today. It'll get better. Tomorrow's a new day.
No pun intended.
What part?
Drama.
drama class, right? Okay. Okay. Do you feel better talking?
I told Alicia about it on the bus.
Alicia on the bus, yeah.
And so, she was kind of mad at them because she's my friend.
Yeah.
She was mad at them for not making fun of me because I had a flip phone.
Yeah.
She's like, you have a flip phone and I'm okay with that because I don't know how to work one and you do. That makes you special.
Good for her.
And
Yeah.
I kind of liked that.
Yeah. Well, good for her for having that kind of wisdom to turn something around in a good way and not be condescending or making fun of it, but instead making it something special, which it is, and making you special because you know how to work it and they don't. So, and remember always when Jackson would get picked on, I'd always say, hey, you know why they're picking on you? Because you have something they don't have. They're jealous of you or something. You know, it's they're picking on you because they want what you have. I'm not saying those kids want a flip phone, but you know, most people pick on other people because of something. You know, there's a jealousy, there's an issue of some sort. Then again, the other side of that is they get picked on because, you know, they're a target for whatever reason. You know, you're not a target. At least I don't think you are.
No,
So, well, I would recommend, again, writing out your thoughts, writing out your feelings, write out. A good thing to do was, because, you know, I'm bad at this, even as an adult. Crap, I should have said that, or I should have done this instead. Me and Melissa talk about that stuff all the time. We're not really good at reacting quickly with better wisdom than what we did at the time. So write out something like what I should have said or what I should have done. Because that'll help you navigate future events on how to deal with them. Does that make sense? Writing is very good. Writing things out is good. I've said that for a very, very long time. Well, I love you. And I'm sorry for that crap. What do you think now?
I want to do karate class.
Karate class? Well, again, you're using physical instead of mental. I mean,
you can go kick the crap out
yeah,
of
exactly. Yeah, the thing
But
that
that doesn't train me. I want
It will.
someone to train me.
it will drain. Oh, train you. I think it said drain you.
Me.
Drain or train.
Maybe we should get them both in something like that.
I know. I thought about that too.
I've been wanting to do karate.
Well,
They kick
you've
the
been
crap
in
out of each other.
theater. I mean, you've been in theater. We haven't had time to do stuff. Now that school's out, we got time to do stuff.
Maybe you're looking for something for Jonathan to do this summer. That might be it.
Maybe. Yeah.
Put both of them in there. They
Yeah.
can practice on each other. We just shove each other.
Yeah. So. Okay. Anything else you want to say?
I love you.
I love you too, baby. You'll be all right. Just.
But I wanted you to pick me up at the time because I was that bad.
Oh, well, should have called me.
I couldn't.
What did you ask?
We're not supposed to have our phones.
No. You call the teacher. It's like, hey, I'm having a bad moment right now. I need to call my dad. You can. I mean, Jackson did all the time.
But I wasn't really thinking that you'd
Okay.
be home
Well, I
Because
wasn't, but
because some money.
it's okay though.
Some money.
But you know, if you need to talk to your dad in the middle of class because you're having a bad moment, you can do
I
that.
didn't want to go in the class or cry in front of everyone.
Who cares? Again, be strong enough to not care what other people think, because they don't matter, man. You know, what matters is you taking care of yourself. Learn how to love yourself and respect yourself enough to make choices. And in this situation, choosing to call your dad to talk to me would have been probably would have helped you out a bunch in that moment. Remember Jackson? Well, you weren't with me, but Jackson would do it all the time. He'd call, "Hey, Dad, having a bad day, and this happened at school," and you know, he always called me. I don't think he ever called his mom, but he always called me, which is fine. That's what I want you guys to do. Okay?
You can call me too.
Yeah, exactly. Call Melissa. If you think
I love you too.
I love you too. I'm sorry.
if you think about it, it'll be okay. Just think about what we talked about. Please write down your emotions and write down, you know, potential, man, I should have said this, or I should have done this, or I should not have done that. If you write it down, it'll help you. Those kids aren't nice. For whatever reason, they're not nice. You've mentioned those two kids before in the past. So, for whatever reason, there's an issue there. I don't know.
Is this the Jacob that lives around here?
Yes.
Yeah, down the street. So be strong. Learn how to navigate. Tomorrow's a new day. Okay? I love you.
I love you too.
You'll be all right.